Hello, welcome back to our channel. If you go to the market confused, looking for different types of solar panel, you may come back more confused, and here is why.
One of the most confusing topics in the solar industry is the question, what are the different types of solar panels? Ask this question in a showroom, on social media, or even among technicians, and you are likely to receive different answers. One person may say there are monocrystalline and polycrystalline panels. Another may mention half-cut and bifacial panels. Someone else may insist that the latest types are PERC, TOPCon, or HJT. All of these answers are correct, yet they describe different aspects of a solar panel. The confusion arises because the term type is being used in different contexts.
Stick with us and we are going to clear that confusion. By the end of this video, you are going to know the different aspects of solar panel classification. Just stick with us.
The truth is that a solar panel can be classified in several ways. Some classifications describe the material from which the cells are made. Others describe how the cells are manufactured. Some explain how the panel is constructed, while others refer to special features that improve performance. These categories are independent of one another, which means a single solar panel can belong to several categories simultaneously.
Now, do you know that one solar panel can be monocrystalline, an N-type panel, TOPCon technology, half-cut in terms of its physical nature, multi-bus bar, glass in the front, glass at the back, and shade protected. Just one solar panel. Now here is the type. Now see solar panel as you being a father, a son, a husband, a friend, a nephew, and a cousin.
For example, when we talk about monocrystalline and polycrystalline, we are referring to the type of silicon crystal used to manufacture the solar cells. When we mention PERC, TOPCon, or HJT, we are describing the cell technology used to convert sunlight into electricity more efficiently. These are technological classifications rather than completely different kinds of panels. On the other hand, terms such as half-cut, full cell, and shingled describe the physical design and arrangement of the solar cells inside the module. A half-cut panel simply has its cells divided into two smaller pieces to reduce electrical losses and improve performance. Likewise, a shade-protected panel refers to a design that allows the module to continue producing more power when part of it is shaded. This is a performance feature rather than a completely different type of solar panel. There is also another category based on how the panel collects sunlight. A monofacial panel generates electricity only from its front surface, while a bifacial panel can generate electricity from both its front and rear surfaces by capturing reflected sunlight. Again, this classification is completely different from whether the panel is monocrystalline, TOPCon, or half-cut. The construction of the module provides yet another way of classifying solar panels. Some panels use a glass front with a polymer backsheet, commonly called glass-backsheet modules. Others use glass on both the front and the rear, known as glass-glass modules. These construction methods affect durability, lifespan, and resistance to environmental conditions, but do not determine the underlying cell technology.
In the past, there is nothing wrong discussing types of solar panel without context, because the technology at that time is infant. But today, it will be ridiculous to ask what type of solar panel is this without mentioning the context. We have discussed classification based on cell technology, based on cell materials, based on cell design, We've also discussed based on light collection method, performance features, and model construction. Now, based on silicon type, in the past we usually have the P-type silicon used in solar panel, but in modern solar panels, they are usually the N-type. Now, in terms of aesthetics and appearance, we have solar panels that appears dark, and those that appears blue, usually the polycrystalline. That is aesthetic. In terms of application, you can see so many people use bifacial solar panels for their roof in their homes. Meanwhile, bifacials are usually meant for industrial purposes, or if you are installing it in your home, make sure you are installing it on a carport so that you can maximize the power in it. So we'll talk about application. There are panels that are not suitable for PWM charge controller if you're using a 12 volts battery. It is usually ideal to use 12 volt solar panel rather than 24 volts solar panels. So there are panels that find themselves being applied wrongly. So we'll also talk about power output. A manufacturer of a solar system or a solar generator can rate the panel at 400 watts. You don't go and install 600 watt solar panel. So based on application, you can also classify solar panel based on their power outputs. If you have gotten to this stage, please hit that subscribe button, like this video. Now stick with us as we conclude.
Once these different contexts are understood, the confusion disappears. A modern premium solar panel can accurately be described as monocrystalline N-type, TOPCon, half-cut, bifacial, shade-protected, multi-busbar, and glass all at the same time. Each term describes a different characteristic of the same module rather than contradicting the others. This is why asking, what type of solar panel is this, without specifying the context often leads to conflicting answers. A better question is, are we talking about the cell material, the cell technology, the cell design, the module construction, or the panel's special features? Once the context is clear, every classification makes sense. Understanding these different contexts helps installers, engineers, and customers make informed decisions instead of being overwhelmed by marketing terms. Rather than memorizing dozens of names, it is more useful to understand what each name actually describes. That knowledge makes it much easier to compare products, evaluate manufacturers' claims, and select the most suitable solar panel for a particular application.